What's up, you guys? Your boy Ben Mahari here, represent Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LGBT and the entire basketball community. Um, it's a very sad news that I'm going to report here, and I wanted to give a shout out for Too Raw for TV for putting out this report there too, because I saw his video on his channel. Um, Former NBA player Shawn Bradley suffered a traumatic spinal cord injury that's now left him paralyzed, according to a statement that was released by the Mavericks organization. Now, in early January, Bradley was basically while riding his bicycle in his hometown of St. George of Utah when he was hit from behind by an automobile. Um, After the accident, he went under neck fusion surgery and has been spending the past 8 weeks hospitalized, undergoing severe rehabilitation. Um, according to his statement from the hospital, it says that with his wife Carrie at his side around the clock and supported by an amazing team of rehabilitation specialists and family, Bradley's in good spirits. He plans to use the action as a platform to bring greater public awareness to the importance of bicycle safety. It's a really sad thing, man. Now, this was a guy that he basically spent, his most of his freshman year at BYU until he was basically drafted with the number 2 overall pick in the 1993 NBA draft behind Chris Webber. And he was drafted ahead of Penny Hardaway. Now that you look back at that. So now there's now 2 players that I can remember in NBA history now that has suffered, you know, s- you know, very bad, spinal cord injuries. Now, remember Rodney Rogers, the versatile power forward back in the days of was it Georgia Tech or Wake Forest, one of the two. But anyway, um, he got paralyzed. Actually, it was Wake Forest. Yes. Um, he ended up riding his motorcycle bike, in 2008, and while he was riding, he hit a ditch, and while he was riding, he hit a ditch and flipped over to the vehicle handbars, and basically was flying through the air and then hit his and landed on his neck real bad. And to this day, he's still paralyzed from the shoulders, and he's still in a wheelchair, and to this day he's not been able to regain any sort of motion in his legs or any part of his lower extremities. But yeah, man, it's a very sad situation what happened to him, man. The one thing I remember from Shawn Bradley was that Shawn Bradley was one of the tallest players in the NBA. He was drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers, and he spent some time with the New Jersey Nets, but he was most notably known for his time with the Dallas Mavericks. um, he was NBA's rookie second team in '94, and in 1997 he led the NBA in block shots. I mean, he was basically 7'6". He was a very good shot blocker, but he was not a consistent scorer, and his rebounding was lacked a lot of the time. But he was a very good human being. He did a lot of good stuff in the community, man, and he's basically he's been one of the real advocates, for donating tons of money to for children's hospitals, and also for children that's been affected by HIV and AIDS. So he's been a guy that has always been always in the community, you know always contributing whatever he can. But it's a very sad situation, man. I really hate reporting stuff about this, to good people like him. What I mean, because they're doing good stuff in the community, and then to have something like that happen to them, it's just a very sad situation. But let this be a lesson learned, though, man, that you always got to be careful, when you're riding, your motorcycles or bikes or anything like that, because you never know what's gonna come and coming for you. You know what I mean? So I wish him nothing but the best. I hope that he makes a full recovery and finds a way, to live the rest of his life now. I know it's going to be very difficult now, not being able to walk, not able to do much of anything. But I know he's in good spirits. He's got a good support system with him, and I wish him nothing but the best. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Peace.